I'm making this video as a quick update and a sort of like channel expectations type thing for 2022, because I just got back from a trip to Scotland and I don't have a real video, like a regular type video ready. That was a great start, wasn't it? So yeah, I don't have a regular type video ready to go this week, so I thought I would just do this while I'm running other errands and try and be efficient with my day. So basically what I wanted to say for 2022 on this channel, you can expect more street notes. I'm not going to stop doing street notes. It's kind of the core of why I started making this channel, and I want to continue becoming a better photographer and making better work, and making street notes I feel has helped me to do that. So plenty more street notes episodes to come. However, I also want to make this channel more sustainable. One of my goals for 2021 was to make partnerships with some other brands or companies in some sort of way that helps me to make content people will want to watch and that will help the channel to grow. But I also didn't want to be sort of forced into saying good things about product and not having that freedom to just like be authentic and say what I actually think about things. So part of it was that I was only really willing to partner with a company whose products I like, a company who I would use. So that sort of narrowed the scope a little bit of the places that I was actually looking. Fortunately, towards the end of last year, I rented something from a company called Lens Rentals, and I have since been able to secure a partnership with them for them to supply basically cameras for me to try out and make street notes videos and use as I normally would, and make content around those pieces of gear. The XE4 videos were ones that I made after like physically renting and paying for the XE4 myself through Lens Rentals, and I liked their service, so that was perfect for me because they also don't make the camera gear that I want to use. So one of the things they said was, just be honest about the thing. If you don't like a camera or lens, say it. You can say that you don't like it. That's perfectly fine for them because they have no skin in the game of me saying nice things about that piece of gear. So I've got a small list of things that I want to try out. I want to try the GR3X. I want to try a Leica Summicron lens. I want to try out the Sony A7C, the little sort of like rangefindery looking one. So things like that, and probably more Fuji cameras, whatever's released next. Whenever I can get rentals of those, I'll try those out as well. So the street notes will remain the same, but I will be using some other gear from time to time in the street notes videos. Much like the way I did the XE4 video, where I made the street notes of the XE4 and then did kind of a review / my thoughts on the camera in the following video. And I particularly want to tell you that up front so people know what to expect and don't think I'm suddenly starting to shill for some camera companies or whatever. I'm not taking on anything that I wouldn't have already done without a partnership or whatever. I'm not being paid by Lens Rentals, they're just giving me the cameras to try out. That is an important point. I'm not going to accept payment to do camera review type videos. And I also think people's bullshit meter is pretty good, and if you were to sort of in a roundabout way try and fit in that, you know, you were sponsored by Canon and then you're reviewing the new like R5 or whatever, there's then like a legitimacy that's taken, there's like a little bit of integrity is taken out of that, and people are like, well, they're sponsored by Canon, so obviously they're going to say nice stuff. And yes, I am going to say nice stuff about Lens Rentals for sending me cameras to review and use and make content with. So you can take from that whatever you want, but I have used their service, paid for it and liked it, so I have no problems recommending that anyways. Another thing that I may try and do this year, I'm not exactly sure how, but I may try and incorporate a little bit of wedding photography type stuff. I'm not exactly sure how I would integrate that yet, and it certainly wouldn't change the focus of the channel, but it's another area of photography that it's like, that's my bread and butter, that's what I work in. So I think somehow blending that into the channel might be a good idea. And if down the line I know, you know, I'm making lots of wedding photography content, I'm just going to make a separate channel probably. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. What else is there? I'll be working on the 2021 zine over the next few weeks. So hopefully by February I'll be ready to release that. I'm still going to use Blurb because I just know it and it's very simple and easy. I'm undecided as to whether I will make a bulk order to come to my house and then be able to sign them and then mail them out myself, or if I'll just do that print on demand type thing that I've been doing previously. I suspect the print on demand thing because it's just so simple and easy, and your orders are probably going to be fulfilled quicker. But it's going to take me a few weeks to sort of flesh out the design and stuff, and I'm going to probably make a video around it like I did in previous years before I actually release the zine, and definitely going to have to make a test print copy for myself to make sure it all looks good and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to it this year because I've got a heck of a lot of pictures that I want to include and I'm excited about. And you know, in previous years I think whittling it down has been much easier, but this year whittling it down is harder because I've got more work that I actually like in there. And I also want to take a second and thank those of you who have kept watching, liking, commenting on my videos. I feel like it can be hard to articulate that or make it seem genuine in a video because, you know, if there's a bunch of people watching, you might not feel like I'm really speaking directly to you, but I definitely am. I appreciate everybody who even just watches, even if you're not a regular commenter, but anyone who does any of these things, watching, liking, commenting, sharing videos, this is literally what gives me the motivation to continue making videos each week and sort of pushes me to do that. I'm making this video today because I didn't have a video otherwise, and if nobody watched them anyways, then I just would skip this week out and I wouldn't make it. But I want to, there's a certain level of accountability and of community with it, and I now feel like I have this obligation to make videos and I guess satisfy people who keep coming back here to watch videos. I'm not sure if I'm articulating this as well as I could be, but that is typical for me on this channel anyways. So I think that's it. I need to go into Target and get some supplies because there's nothing in our house. I also need to get a new dog bed and stuff because there may be a new foster dog coming to our house. Well, there is a new foster dog coming to our house in the next day or two. So we're pretty excited about that. But thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.